Asparagus. Bribery has to work just right, or it doesn't work at all. There has to be an incentive to the one who is bribed. It has to be offered in such a way that the reward is worth more than the reason for the bribe, and most of all, it has to be something the bribe party just can't refuse. I love asparagus. I hated it as a boy. I would not eat it, period. I had my ways of getting around the dreaded ugly green stalks. I would, at least at Grandma's, hand them one at a time under the table to Duke. He loved them, go figure. But this time I was at Aunt Dorothy's, and her dachshunds hated asparagus almost as much as me. So, after dangling them down to her dogs, Amber and Gretel, to no avail, I simply stuffed them in my pockets. It is hard, when desperate, to think of the future, so when it came time for Aunt Dorothy to do the laundry, the truth came out. Rinso White can do wonders for asparagus stalks. I had to sit in the corner all day. It was a Saturday night. We had meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and, you guessed it, asparagus. Here was my plan. I would wrap them under my shirt in my t-shirt and ask to be excused. I could have made a brilliant criminal. However, the answer was an emphatic no. Now what? Aunt Dorothy said to all sitting around the table, my uncle, my two cousins, my brother, and me, "I have a surprise for you." Went into the kitchen and brought out the best looking chocolate cake I have ever seen. "All of you can have a great big piece, even Jimmy, but it won't be until Jimmy eats all of his asparagus. Let's watch him." How unfair, how devilish, how fiendish, how effective. All eyes now on me. Everyone knew of my dislike for the ugly green thick stalks. All the kids knew of my tricks. There was no hope. I put the end of the first spear into my mouth and began the chomping. Finally, there was nothing left but to swallow. Hey, this isn't half bad. In fact, they're good. I finished the 4 spears, wiped off my mouth, and felt like a new man, even though I was still a kid. And oh yes, the cake was divine.